Did you know that you could immediately reduce stress and anxiety and improve your quality of sleep and improve your level of focus with just a 10-minute breathing exercise? I'm talking about the Wim Hof Breathing Technique. You've probably heard of Wim Hof, aka the Iceman. And if you haven't, he is a 63-year-old Dutchman who has broken 26 world records, all related to extreme physical challenges, and has disproved many scientific theories. Some of his achievements include running a half marathon above the Arctic Circle, barefoot in the snow and only wearing shorts, and submerging himself in a bucket of ice for almost 2 hours. Such stressful and painful environments, yet he's able to maintain a normal body temperature. How? Well, it's all in the breathing. Through his breathing techniques, he's able to reach a deep level of consciousness, one that allows him to regulate the parts of his body that were thought to be impossible to regulate. It's almost like he's able to convince his body that it's not cold, and therefore, his body just stays warm. And guess what? He says that you and I can do that as well. He's not some genetic mutant. He's a normal person like us. All it takes is to train that ability to access that deep level of consciousness. And with that, a ton of discipline as well. So I figured I would try the breathing technique myself. So let me take you through how I did it. First, I got comfortable and found a position that doesn't constrict me, where I could expand my lungs. I chose to lie down on my bed. Once I was relaxed, I took 30 powerful and deep breaths through my mouth and nose, filling my lungs completely, and exhaled without much force. I began to feel slightly lightheaded and a tingly sensation in my hands and feet. It was a weird feeling that I had never felt before. After the final exhale of my 30 deep breaths, I inhaled one last time as deeply as I could and let out all the air. I then stopped breathing entirely for a full 60 seconds, and during this time, I did not feel a single urge to breathe, and I was extremely calm. I began to feel very in tune with my body, as if I were watching it from inside. Once those 60 seconds were over, I took a recovery breath in, filling my chest and belly till its full capacity, and then held it in for 15 seconds. And then let it go. That concluded round 1. I then repeated the cycle 2 more times, except the second and third rounds I went for a 90-second hold. Each time the lightheadedness and the tingles increased, and at times I began to worry a bit. I thought I was becoming unconscious, but I managed to push through it. The empty lung holds felt like a mindfulness meditation where I was completely present and connected to myself, and time passed by very quickly. I didn't need to desperately gasp for air when it was over. In any normal circumstance, if you asked me to hold my breath for as long as I could, I'd probably last less than 2 minutes with full lungs and suffering completely. This time though, without any air in my lungs, I managed to hold it for 90 seconds without a single urge to breathe. I guess that's because the 30 deep breaths that I had taken earlier completely supplied my body with enough oxygen to survive 90 seconds without any air in my lungs. Once I was done, I slowly allowed my breathing to return to normal. Little by little, I began to move my hands and feet and eventually got up slowly. I definitely felt a level of peace after that. My mind for a good amount of time was not bothered at all by thoughts, and then I felt a lot of energy to continue on with my day. While the benefits of this exercise are best felt when it's practiced daily, without a doubt I felt a glimpse of its effects. I definitely don't feel like I can control my body temperature or anything like that, but I do feel that I was able to access a deeper state of consciousness than what I'm usually able to do. With how accessible instant gratification is in today's society, we are pushing ourselves farther and farther from our inner consciousness and more towards a life characterized by anxiety and stress. Exercises like these help us train our ability to find that consciousness again. And if done daily, I guarantee you that even you could do things that you thought were impossible. I don't think Wim Hof was born knowing that he could do all the things that he ended up doing. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and if you haven't yet, check out my previous video where I take you through an ice bath, another element of the Wim Hof method. Oh, and by the way, for this breathing exercise, I used a guided video by Wim Hof himself. You can find it in the description below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!